to get down as a hierarchy. And I remember when we had the incentive for Eric Davis to come on, Mr. $106 million earner. He said that he has about the same amount of people that Shaq has on his Zoom, and he crossed over $1 million. I don't know about you all, but that made me feel some type of way, right? The fact that Shaq and Aram have the same amount of people as Eric and Amber, and they crossed over a million, and our coach is about 500,000 from a million. That's an issue, right? So today we're going to continue to talk about setting appointments, getting premium, and also how to have a profitable attendance, right? Because it's one thing to have an attendance, but it's another thing for your attendance to be profitable, right? For example, Eric and Amber, the same amount of people as Shaq, over a million. Shaq and Aram, 500,000. We've got to get more profitable attendance. We've got to get more from the people. We got to get quality, and we need quantity, right? So I am very, very excited to hear from Jen talking about attendance. I asked all of my teammates to get on here because this is an area that we must strengthen in order for any of my teammates to go regional vice president. Attendance must grow. All right, so we're going to talk about the premium side first, but this carries over to your attendance, right? Because you don't want to bring people in and they're dead weight, right? You got to smack them on the tail with a whip. We don't want that. We want some go-getters, right? We want some LeBron Jameses. We want some Kobe Bryants. We want some Allen Iversons. We want people coming in here making it happen. We don't want people just sitting around. All right. So yes, look at that. Take notes. Yes, absolutely. All right. So I'm excited about this morning. So let's talk about the mentality of making money in Primerica. All right. Pros get paid, amateurs don't. Right? That's $1.4 million earner Bruce Cox. Shaq said that yesterday. That moved me, right? Because a lot of the times we take activity and we get derailed from making money. Oh, I've done this, but how much money did you make? Oh, I've made these calls, but how much money did you make? Oh, I've recruited this many people. Okay, but how much money did you make? Right? Oh, I've set these appointments. Okay, but did you attack the three-headed monster? Did you set the appointment? Did you go on an appointment? Did you close? Did you get referrals? Right? This is a making money mentality in Primerica. Remember, most of us had a broke mentality. We learned, right? I learned things from my parents, my aunts and uncles, and my grandparents. And I came to Primerica, I had to unlearn, right? It's not right or wrong. It just is what it is, right? I had to unlearn. And now I'm relearning. Thank God, because I'm definitely not where I used to be. I love where I'm at, but man, where I'm going, right? Over and beyond. You got to have an abundance mentality, not lack. Small is not big, you all. I'm continuously telling our team that small is not big. Listen, 10 by 10,000 a few years ago was the thing. Now, is it a foundation? Absolutely. But nobody talking about 10 by 10,000 no more. People are doing that on their own. In California, they're doing it in one day, right? So we've got to think over and beyond. We've got to think abundance in everything: recruiting, appointments, premium, licenses, attendance, everything. If somebody doesn't sell something, nobody gets paid. Think about that. If you're not selling, you're not getting paid. If you got an attendance and you're excited about all these bodies, but ain't nobody selling nothing, you're not getting paid, right? I much rather have, quality attendance than a big old attendance and not getting paid. But we gonna talk about having a profitable attendance, having people that get out there and actually make some sales, make something happen. If you don't want to use the word sell, let's just use the word educate, right? Because when you educate families, what happens? The responsible ones, they see value and they move forward, right? Stay in business while you build a business. I will never forget when I heard Bill Whittle say that. I took heed to that, right? Because a lot of people say, okay, I'll get it going. Let me build my team. No. It all goes hand in hand. You got to make money, because if you're not making money, you're going to quit. That was me. If I wasn't going to make money, I'm quitting. I don't care if I got 2,000 people. If nobody doing nothing, I'm not making money, nobody making no sales, I'm out, right? I came here to break the bank. I came here for generational wealth. I came here to change the game. I came here to be the first $1 million multi-millionaire in my family, to change our bloodline for generations to come. That's why I came here. So you got to stay in business, right? While you build, find different products. You got to find it. What happened to my camera? Got a little blurry there, right? You got to find different ways, different products. You got to stay in business. How much money am I going to make this week? Right? I know something that Eric talked about, Shaq talked about this as well. Set that income goal and then work backwards. How much money you're going to make this week? Making money has always got to be on your mind. You can't get caught up in just the activity. Is that activity leading to results? Right? We set like 40 something appointments this past week. I think we went on 19 or 20. Not happy, right? Because we didn't get what we should have got from going on those appointments. But yeah, we set 46 appointments. Forget that. What happened with those 46 appointments? Did we go on 50%? We should have closed 10 grand this month, right? So I'm looking at, okay, what happened from that? Yeah, that's great. But did we really attack the three-headed monster, setting appointments, going on appointments, right? And closing and getting referrals. When you don't make money, your thinking goes wrong. You become negative. Anybody ever have chargebacks? Boop, right? You look at them chargebacks, all these negative thoughts start coming in, right? You got to charge back. You got to charge back. But when you don't make no money, your thinking goes wrong. So you got to make money. You got to continue to climb out of that. Continue to think about money. Money focus. Know how to execute a winning presentation. This presentation is a money maker, you all. You've got to learn how to execute it and know when you present, you about to make some money. You about to get some bread, right? And also know that when you're training your trainee, right? Now you're creating a profitable teammate on your team, which can help grow your attendance, because we want an attendance of people that do something, not just come to meetings, not just complain, not just negative. We want people who want to get out here and make something happen, right? What's your pipeline for the week? This is important, right? This is something that Shaq always asks. What is your pipeline? What do you have to close up? How many carrybacks do you have? How many follow-ups, right? You got to look at that 7 days from here until Friday and know what you have set up for your week, who you're closing, what your pipeline is, how many appointments do you have? By last night, right? We always talk about this. You got to have 5. I'm asking my teammates last night, how many appointments do you have set up for the week before the appointment blitz tomorrow at 11 o'clock, right? This is money focused, right? And while you're being money focused, you're thinking about who you're training to duplicate oneself to have a profitable attendance. How amazing is that? I remember in training with Shaq, we went on probably, 20 something appointments. Shaq closed more than half. I was so excited, and there was no bonus back then, y'all. I was so excited because I saw him collecting that routing and account number. I knew there was a transaction happening. I knew he was about to get paid. So I'm like, man, when I get my license, it's on and cracking. You understand that? Money. I'm thinking about money, right? So guess what? From that, he got a profitable trainee, because I learned from my trainer how to make money and how to train others to make money, right? That's profitable. 10 to get in and win. 10K personal, 10K team. And listen, you all, like I said earlier, 10,000 now is really small, but it's a stepping stone, right? People are doing 10,000 in a week. People are coming in on the West Coast doing 3 by 3,000, 4 by 4,000, 5 by 5,000 in a day. In a day. So we've got to hit these milestones and create $10,000 legs within our team. Profitable attendance. That's where that comes from. You have multiple teams doing 10 by 10 within your team. That's where it's happening. That's what Shaq has, right? Throughout the hierarchy, there are multiple teams that are doing this profitable attendance. Now we've got to have them within our team, right? So our coach can get to $1 million. And then guess what happened? We all rise to the occasion. That's what happens, right? Confidence comes from writing 10 sales a month. Then you can teach someone how to write 10 sales. This is important, you guys. This is so, so important, right? This presentation, this system, it is so smooth. If you're doing the right things, you can make it happen and grow your attendance and have a profitable attendance, right? It's nothing like having a group of people all going after one goal and making things happen, right? That's what Shaq has. Now we've got to create that within our team so we can grow, right? Now let's talk about setting up the appointments next 7 days. This is important because a lot of the times most of us are really lackadaisical about setting up our week. You got to be panicking. By Friday morning, If you don't have any appointments set for the week that's coming up, you got to be in a frantic panic mode. Panicking, panic. I said frantic panic. Frantic panicking mode, right? You got to be going crazy. I don't have any appointments. What can I do? You need to be picking up the 10,000 pound phone and calling everyone, calling your trainee. New word, Urban Dictionary. You got to be calling everybody. All right. Understand what work is in this business. It is setting appointments and going on appointments, you all. That is work, right? This is what you want to teach your teammates on your team. That is the business. Setting appointments, going on appointments, closing appointments, getting referrals. That is work in the business. Three-headed monster. So important. Master it. Become a pro. If you don't close, you better get referrals. That's what I'm telling my teammates, right? If you don't get that close, you better get referrals, because guess what? You didn't get that. So now you need more places to go. You got to continue to put pieces to the puzzle. That's so important, right? Three-headed monster. Going on appointments, setting appointments, going on appointments, closing, and referrals. Referrals are in parentheses. Very, very important, because if you don't close, it slides into that third slot. It's just as important, because you will continue to have places to go. And guess what? Now you're teaching whoever's watching you profitable attendance, how to get it closed. And if you don't close, how to get referrals. That's important, because now they will continue to have places to go. All right. Buy into setting appointments. It's our business. Become a pro at setting appointments. Working in the right market is critical to your success. When you work in the right market, you make money and you will build a solid business. A solid business, right? Because guess what? Even if you're in the process of growing your attendance, at least you're staying in business while you're building a business. Because if you're in the process of building your attendance and you're not making any money, guess what? You might just quit. You might just quit. But if you're making money, you can get excited about making money, right? The best example we have, Sheila, right? Sheila Bustamante came in here killing it, making money. If she wasn't making money, I don't know, Sheila, would you still be here if you weren't making money?
Probably not.
Probably not. And you make money on your job, right? But came in here, no team, and dominated the industry. Completely dominated. Making money is essential, you guys. You got to do it. You got to do it, because it messes with your mind, right? Let's talk about setting these appointments, the qualified market. This is very important as well. This is why this is important, because a lot of people set up appointments and they're not qualified. And then when things don't happen, they get discouraged, right? We say in the presentation, we want the odds to be in your favor, right? We're not all Steph Currys. We can hit a 3-point, but we can do a layup. A layup, the percentage is higher. You'll make the shot, the odds are in your favor, right? So the target market, 4 to 5 pointers. The M is for married, A is for age 25 to 55, C is for children, homeowner or renting age, and O is for occupation. And listen, I know this stuff is repetitive, you all, but guess what? The more you hear it, right, the more it will sink in and the more you will do it. Repetition is the mother of learning. Repetition is the mother of learning. So we got to continue to hear. It's like talking to your children, right? You know, if you have kids, you got to tell your kids over and over and over and over and over again. They get it, they master it, they got it. This is the same thing in our business. We got to learn this stuff. We have to manifest it, right? This is what it is. That is the target market. That is the qualified market. Trainee having credibility, huge bonus. People know, like, and trust and respect them. What I've learned is through training, when that trainee has a ton of credibility, people like and trust them and respect them, right? Setting up appointments in their market is easy. It is gold. It is a gold mine. This is the most important for that trainee. That is why we gravitate towards the character reference, right? Because we learn about who we're talking to, and we also get an introduction to that potential client before we jump on Zoom. Always set up a backup time. Always give an alternate choice, right? Our teammates do this a lot because people tend to like to reschedule because they're tired. They just got home from work, or they've been helping with the children online schooling all day long. So they really don't want to do anything. Set that backup time. Set it up. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, Tuesday at 7:30. If we can't do Tuesday at 7:30, what other day this week within the next, right, 7 days this week can you do? What will be open for you? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7:30. Get an alternate choice, right? Just in case that first one blows out. An appointment blows out, replace it, double book, 50% reschedule, right? So if an appointment blows out, I immediately tell our people, look, go find another one. Go find another one, which we should already be on the hunt anyway. What else can we do? What can we do to replace that meeting for the people that we're training, right? Because we want them to see us hustling, going for the next. Jen? Setting up that 7 days is important. Let's talk about the character reference, all right? You guys have seen us do this multiple times over the past several weeks. This is our go-to on Top Notch. This is what we use, right? It's the character reference. So let's you know what? Go back, Jen. Go back, because we're gonna call on somebody to see if they know the script. Dun, 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 dun. Who we gonna call on? Jen told me to call on somebody on her team last night. Jen, who you want me to call on? Joey. Good morning, Joey.
Good morning.
How you doing, superstar?
I'm fine.
You doing good? You ready to run this character reference script?
I guess.
Joey, you gotta have some bass in your voice. You gotta have some confidence. You got this. Joey booked 10 appointments last. Come on, Joey. You got it. All right, Jen, you want to run it with her?
I meant last week, my bad.
I
All
knew
right,
what you meant.
Joey. All right, Joe. You know you're on the winning team, so you gotta put your energy up just a little bit, you know. Love you. All right, so you're my trainer, right? I mean, sorry, Shay is my trainee, and you are now going to call me to set an appointment, but you gotta run the character reference script real quick. So you weren't here last week, actually, with us. So
No.
let's see. No, you weren't. That's fine. You see me do the call before. Ring, ring, ring. I'm the character reference for Shay Felton. Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Hello?
Hi.
Joey over there cheating.
This is not one that I know like that.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, yeah, I like picking on people that, of course, have seen it multiple times and still don't know it. I'm calling you out because I love you, right? But they would do the same for her team. Listen, you got
I'm about to call somebody from my team.
No. I'm gonna call on Trishana. Joey, make sure you know this because you know I'm pushing you to work with certain people on your team, okay? Trishana.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, what's going on? All right, I'm the character reference, and Shay is the trainee. You're calling to check on Shay's credibility and set up an appointment. Ready?
Okay.
Ring, ring, ring. Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jen?
Hi, this is her.
Hi, Jen. My name is Trishana Herbert. We actually haven't had the chance to meet, nor do we know each other, but I was calling on behalf of Shay Felton. She mentioned that I'd be giving you a call.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing great. So just want to ask you a few questions about Shay. How long have you known her, by the way?
Oh, I've known Shay, oh my gosh, probably 8 years now. 8
Oh,
years?
wow.
Yeah, 8 years.
Okay, awesome. Could you tell me a little bit about Shay's integrity, her work ethic? Tell me a little bit about her.
Oh man, she's determined, she's motivated. I mean, I would call her the most unstoppable woman that you would ever work with. I mean, there's not going to be a obstacle that she can't overcome. I've seen her have a lot of personal things that come into play, and nothing ever gets in the way of her accomplishing whatever goal you put in front of her.
Perfect. So the reason that I asked Jen is because Shay did start working with our company, and she will be handling large sums of money and dealing with families. So would you feel that she's a very trustworthy and responsible young lady?
Absolutely. She's worked corporate jobs before. She's dealt with multiple, fun, and she also has 2 children. So, with people that handle her children, working with coaches and stuff, she 100%. I would trust her with money.
Okay. Perfect. So the reason that I asked is because Shay will be going through 3 different types of training with our company. The first one is classroom training, which we provide online. The second is training here in our office. The third is field training, which is the most important because that allows Shay to see real life situations. So would you say that Shay has enough credibility with you and your spouse where you guys would be willing to sit down and help her out with one of these field training appointments?
Yeah, I mean,